with Mitchell Robinson. His impact defensively, on the boards, what he means for this team. It's just amazing. He's playing on a different level, on a huge level that nobody can deny. And every time you see him on the floor, it's hard to ignore what he does or his impact. And it always leaves me to say, I wish Mitchell Robinson was playing more minutes for this team, especially during the series when the Celtics are known to run their own double big lineup. So the Knicks need to respond by running their double big with Karl Anthony Towns and Mitchell Robinson. And Mitchell Robinson on the boards, he fights. He is always so aggressive. He is always attacking and battling. You love to see that. Those second chance opportunities always help. They always come up big. He is a paint presence as well, too. When he is inside the paint, he puts that fear in the opposing players, makes them alter or change their shot, and that helps the Knicks as well, too. Everything that he does when he's out there is extremely helpful. And you can notice it because when he's off the floor, those same things, they're not there. And the Celtics, they take advantage of it. And one thing that I got to mention, the lob threat that he is, Karl Anthony Towns finds him in game 4 for an elite pass inside. Jalen Brunson, another lob to Mitchell Robinson. And if both of our stars, and Karl Anthony Towns and Jalen Brunson, can mix in more passes to Mitchell Robinson with their already good offense, it's going to make the Celtics second guess each and every time and make them even harder to guard, make them even better for New York, and give the Knicks another threat that Boston has to worry about. And I'm talking about Mitchell Robinson. Hopefully, they utilize that lob threat a little bit more. The more minutes he plays, the better this Knicks team looks. That is without a doubt. But there may be another change coming as well, too. And that change was spoken about before Game 4 with head coach Tom Thibodeau. Let me read you exactly what Tom Thibodeau had to say about Mitchell Robinson, his impact, and also potentially this change he could be making to the starting lineup. Shout out to Steph Bondi from the New York Post for giving us this following information here. According to Bondi, in a follow-up to a question of whether Tom Thibodeau might start Mitchell Robinson to avoid Hack-a-Mitch, the coach was asked whether the starters will be changed tonight. Could be, is what Tom Thibodeau said. We should also note he answered the question the same way every time. James L. Edwards of The Athletic also gave some more information on this, and he said, Thibs said the following about Mitchell Robinson starting. Thibs on Robinson starting. There's a lot of thoughts you put into it. He also said there are pluses with it. But then, when asked again, are you going with the same starters? We could be, is the answer that we get from Tom Thibodeau. We just heard what Tom Thibodeau said regarding Mitchell Robinson, him starting, and him honestly saying he sees pluses with Robinson out there. Mitchell Robinson starting against certain teams, in my opinion, makes a lot of sense. And here's why. Hack-a-Mitch is the one thing that the Boston Celtics love to do. So give them the opportunity. I would start Mitchell Robinson right alongside Karl Anthony Towns. And if they're not going to foul Mitchell Robinson, then I'm going to abuse that double big lineup and utilize the advantages that it gives me. And not only when I do that will it help New York, but if the Knicks start Mitchell Robinson, they're going to have to put Josh Hart on the bench. And Josh Hart on the bench is going to help the Knicks bench immensely, likely with scoring, playmaking, and more rebounding. Exactly what the Knicks bench needs. So in this scenario, the starters benefit and the bench benefits. But what happens if they do go to Hack-a-Mitch early? That's fine. Get him into the bonus early and then swap out Mitchell Robinson for Josh Hart or whoever else you want to swap him out for. And then play that lineup until it's under 2 minutes. Boom. Swap back out Mitchell Robinson for whoever you put him in the game for. And then there you go. You have your blockness monster back. He can go back out there, play the defense, get the rebounds, get the block shots, do all the things you need him to do when he is out there. But those are the advantages of starting Mitchell Robinson, keeping Josh Hart on the bench, and also getting the Celtics in early foul trouble and potentially utilizing that to go to the line more. If they're not going to call the whistle for New York, they're refusing to do it, then fine. Let them call the whistle because the Celtics are forcing them to call the whistle. And then afterwards, let the Knicks force them to call the whistle again. And then we have to go to the line because they're in the penalty. These are some of the changes I want to see the Knicks make. And if Tom Thibodeau is thinking that there are pluses to starting Mitchell Robinson, and it's something that he had a lot of thought about, you never know. This series, next series, one of these games, potentially, we could see a changing of the starting lineup where it's Mitchell Robinson starting right alongside Karl Anthony Towns, and it's Josh Hart going to the bench. Before we get back to today's show, I want to give a special thanks to today's sponsor, MyBookie. The NBA playoffs have officially begun. Whether you're cheering for the Knicks or you're watching any other series going on, MyBookie helps you score big on every three-pointer, every monster slam, and every buzzer beater. Place bets live as the action unfolds. And if you're feeling confident, MyBookie's quick cash out option lets you lock in your winnings early. If you're new to MyBookie, use promo code MM50 to instantly boost your first deposit. Deposit $50, get an extra $25 back. Deposit $100, get an extra $50 back. And when the playoffs are completed, MyBookie's casino gives you even more opportunities to win with slots, blackjack, roulette, and more. It never stops. Bet anything, anytime, anywhere, only with MyBookie. And now, let's get back to the show. And if that change happens, depending on who we're facing, the starting lineup improves, the bench unit improves, and the closing lineup really doesn't change unless Tom Thibodeau forces it to change. Josh Hart off the bench or starting, likely always going to close if he can. And if he can't, or he's in foul trouble or whatever, then we can see it. Tom Thibodeau will go to Mitchell Robinson, or he'll go to Deuce McBride, or both of them to close out the fourth quarter. He has a number of options because of the way the Knicks play defense, especially Mitchell Robinson and what he means to this team. I'm not saying to start him all the time, not saying to start him in every single series. If you have an advantage, if it makes sense, if you can hurt Boston in the process or hurt whoever you're playing against in the process, why not make the move? Why not do it? It's only going to help you. It's only going to help you win the game, maybe even easier because they're in the bonus so fast. And help your bench because you have a playmaker like Josh Hart off the bench, somebody who will find other people in transition, including Deuce McBride, Cam Payne, Mitchell Robinson, whoever he's on the floor with, whoever he's playing with. It's important. The fact that Thibodeau is thinking about it, he looked at it, he liked the minutes that Mitchell Robinson's playing. He says he's a plus. It's not above the imagination to think he could make a change to the starting lineup, and that change could be Mitchell Robinson in, Josh Hart on the bench. It could happen. It might happen in the future, but the fact that we're winning right now, we're up 3-1 on the reigning defending NBA champions, I don't think that change is going to happen unless something forces Tom Thibodeau to make that change. Though, one change Thibs did make, and I hope he continues to make, and maybe even do a little bit more of, is play Mitchell Robinson earlier, play him longer, and allow him to be on that floor more for New York. Because every single time that he is, the Knicks just benefit as a team. We are a better team. And Robinson is one of the key reasons because of his defense, because of his rebounding, and because of the fear that he puts into opposing penetrators, because of the fact he blocks shots with the best of them. Not only is he a great offensive rebounder, but he's a great shot blocker as well too. And his switching at times, even though it leaves a lot to be desired, he's still a big body in front of you. And it is hard to shoot over that man at times, especially when you don't know what he's going to do. Stay down, go up, or maybe even go back and then jump, causing you to really not understand what move you're going to have. People understanding what he brings to the game. It's blocks, rebounds, and great defense, great lob opportunities. He's not a great free throw shooter. I never expected him to be. Hopefully in his career, he can start getting it up there. So when he is fouled, he can make them a little bit more. But I'm not going to kill Mitchell Robinson. I refuse to, because I don't believe the Knicks win this game without Mitchell Robinson and those key offensive rebounds, those key defensive plays, the fear that he puts into the Boston Celtics shooters and their opposing penetrators and what they're trying to do inside the paint. Mitchell Robinson is a game changer. He's important for this team. He means a lot, and he helps the Knicks each and every game. And if it was up to me against the Boston Celtics, I am starting him and seeing what happens after I do that. Because in my opinion, it makes the most sense for everything that the Knicks are looking to run. But if they don't make that change, which it's unlikely, but if they don't make that change, which it's likely that they're not going to, just because you're not really going to make a lot of changes to that level, severe changes like that, when you don't have a reason to and you're up 3-1 on Boston. So unlikely, not impossible. And I would understand if they did it, and also understand if they choose not to. But the one thing we all have to do is give him his flowers and give him credit. Mitchell Robinson is a monster. But that's going to do it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, go ahead and smash that like button, leave a comment below. And of course, guys, please subscribe to the channel. Until next time, Knick fans, take care of yourself, your families, and each other. Peace and love.